Welcome to my OD&D solo actual play. This is episode 14, I think. Might be wrong. Might be 15. I'll figure it out. The title will be right, even if I'm not. So the party has decided they want to explore this tomb that they saw the lizard men burying someone in, or there was a ceremony outside. They aren't quite sure what they were doing, but they saw a bunch of lizard men. There was too many lizard men for them to engage with. So they gave it some time. Presumably the lizard men are gone now, and they're going to go in and see what they can find. Maybe they can find some treasure and take it back to Kraska. Let's see what happens to them. They are down to 4 people. This might get interesting. Might end in tragedy. Let's see what happens. I'm Tristan. This is Heroes and Homebrew. Alright, so the party, as always, is represented by the crossed swords on the map. The book that you see over the town of Kraska is Judy. He has made it back to Kraska on his own, and he is safe. Now, the party wakes up the next morning. This is actually, timeline-wise, the Judy story is actually 3 days ahead, so he technically is not back there yet in their timeline. But it makes sense. I have it all written down on a calendar. So the party wakes up. They have to try and make their way back to the temple or the tomb. They're in the same hex, but they got chased away by the cockatrice, although the cockatrice weren't like right on top of the tomb, but they had to make their way around. So they are going to push their way forward. And let's see, do they find the tomb easily? I hope so, because I don't think they can handle any more craziness. They do not. So, do they get lost? They're in the same hex as the tomb. Let's see if they get. I'm just going to roll 1d. If they roll a 1 to 3, they're lost. It's a 5. They're not lost. But they don't make it back there easily. Do they eventually find their way to the tomb? Yes, they do eventually find their way to the tomb, but it's not as easy as they thought. Maybe they go in circles for a while, and it's starting to get dark. I think they do have some handlers with them. Yeah, they have 2 soldiers and 3 non-combatants. So, yes, the 2 soldiers may have helped them with the cockatrice, but I think at the point where they got to, it wasn't going to make any difference. They made the smart choice of running away. So I think they're going to leave 2 soldiers outside with the horses and the non-combatants while they head into the dungeon. So let's set up a dungeon. All right, so let's flip for the starting point. So the Deck of Many Dungeons has quests down here, but I don't need that because they have their own quests that they're going on. This is going to represent the party. These little things I got from the dollar store. Little beads. Alright, so I think the party, we don't have any elves with us right now. They are all fighters except for 1 cleric. So, but at lower levels, cleric is basically a fighter, although I think you can turn undead now. So, I think first thing they're going to do is they're going to listen at the doors. I'm going to say 2 on each door. Yeah, so 2 on each door. So, the white dice are going to be the right-hand door, and the black dice are going to be the left-hand door, and the door at the north is going to, for the time being, remain unlistened at. So, nothing. They have to roll a 1 to hear anything. They hear nothing. All right. They've heard nothing at the doors. I think, what's the marching order going to be? I think let's do the marching order like this. I think Sven is going to be at the front, followed by the cleric, and then, yeah, Kuglaki, followed by Stuanoy. I think Igna and Stuanoy are each going to have a torch. Torches are going to last for one. I'm using the Basic Fantasy RPG dungeon tracker just because I like it. So the torch is going to last for 5 rounds, which is not bad. It's almost an entire hour. So they don't hear anything at the doors. They're going to have to make a decision. Actually, let's see. 3 of them are going to listen at the north door. They don't hear anything. Okay, so they're going to have to make a decision. I think they're just going to go to the east. Why not? And 3 of them are going to attempt to open the door. Got a 1, so they got it open. They're going here. Remember, they didn't hear anything, so I don't know if there is anything in there. So let's see if they're... Let's roll for fun. Was there a monster that they didn't hear in the hallway? No. Okay. Perfect. So they're currently here in the hallway. They discover 2 more doors. I think they are going to spend a turn listening at this door. And they do hear, they can hear inside. Do they hear anything? Nope, they don't hear anything. So, they're confident that that room is empty. So, let's push that door open and see what's inside. Yes, they get it open. Alright, so they open the door. Looks pretty empty. They're going to search for any secrets. On a 1, we're going to say that they find a secret, and like a secret panel or treasure or something like that. All 3 of them are searching while 1 keeps guard. Nope, they don't find anything. It's an empty room. Like it's got looks like it's got an altar in it or something like that. But there's nothing in there. They leave, and that's that turn. Now they're going to listen at this door. Actually, I'll say that was 2 turns because they listened at the door, they opened the door, and then they searched the room. So that's 2 doors, and then we're going to roll for a wandering monster. It's a 1, that, unless I'm mistaken, is definitely a wandering monster. Nope, it's on a 6. There's a wandering monster, just like in the wilderness. All right. So there's no wandering monster, thank God. We're gonna listen to the next door, see if there's anything, see if they hear anything inside. They do. Now let's see here. They has blink dog, a spy, ogre, minotaur. So there it does actually mark that there's something in there. We'll use this for now. We'll say that there is a monster in there. I think some of these maybe not going to be really great for OD&D, so we'll just use the OD&D table. So they do hear something inside. I think they're going to prepare themselves. They think there's something in there, or they know there's something in there, and they're going to roll to open the door, get the door open. I think 3 of them are going to push. I think Sven. Yeah, I think Sven is going to stand back and be ready to run in and face what's over there, surprise it. They get the door open. Sven runs in. What is inside? Let's go to OD&D. All right, so we are on level 1. So we're going to roll a d6 and see what we come up with. 6. So 6, we're going to consult 4. I'm going to roll a d10. 3. Evil priests. Alright. Let's see. I am going to assume that there's no evil priests in the Monsters and Treasure, but we're going to take a look. I would think that they just fall under men. Yeah, you know what? They just fall under men. Let's see if the white box has anything for that. Alright, so we have nothing. We're just going to say they are normal men. Let's call them, they're just priests, they're not fighters. So we're just going to go with the lowest human that we have here. I think probably bandit or soldier, they're exactly the same. Yeah, well, we're just going to call them a bandit. So in OD&D, it's 30 to 300. I think that's a little excessive. So we're going to roll a d6. I can't see there being more than that many in that room. Roll a d6 and see how many there are. 6. There's 6 of them. So 6 priests in there. They come in. And these are going to be, oops, that one's stuck together. This is going to represent the priests. There we go. And so I think they're going to smash in the door. Are the priests surprised? Probably not, because I think they probably would have heard the door, but I'm not rolling on the oracle. I'm rolling surprise, so black is the priest, white is the party. Actually, party can't be surprised because they knew they were in there. They heard something. The priests are not surprised. So the priests are ready for them. Party's ready for them. We're going to go to troop combat because it's going to be fast and furious, and these guys are going to die. Let's roll initiative. Neither one of them are surprised. Kind of wish this stayed open better. Let's try that. There you go. Roll initiative. Black is priests, white is party. Priests have initiative. So the priests are armor class 7. And presumably, I'm going to say they have daggers. So that is going to be daggers Lightfoot. And I'm going to say they defend as Lightfoot. So armor class 7. No, Lightfoot. So Lightfoot. So they can only, the priests, there's 6 of them. The priests can only put 3 in the door. And the party's there as well, 3 in the door. So Lightfoot, we said Sven was in the back. So we have these guys in the front. I really should put whether they fight Lightfoot or Heavyfoot on there. I also need a bigger desk. Alright, so Igna is defends as armored foot. Okay, so 1 armored foot, 2 heavy foot. So Lightfoot versus army foot, 1 die per 3 men. So that means the priests need to roll, all 3 priests need to roll a 6 to take down Igna. They all have to attack 1 guy, otherwise they're not going to do it. They do not succeed. So those are the 3 priests that are in the door. The other 3 priests behind can't do anything. So next, it's going to be the party's turn. Igna fights as Heavyfoot. Yes. So Heavyfoot versus Lightfoot. 1 die per man. 5-6 hits. Actually, but he gets 2 dice because he is level 2. So you get 2 dice per HD. Nope, he gets 1 plus 1. So it's a 4 plus 1 is 5, so that hits. 1 of them go down. Kugliki is Lightfoot, Heavyfoot. So she is fighting as Lightfoot versus Lightfoot. So it was 1 die. She got 2 HD though. That misses because she needs a 6, and you don't add them together. So, and next, Stuanoi is Heavyfoot. So Heavyfoot versus Lightfoot, 1 die per man, 5-6 hits. Misses. Oh, that's not good. All right, initiative. There's the one priest that's down has been replaced by someone else. There's 5 left. Again, priests have initiative, so all 3 of them are going to try and take the cleric. I think they recognize that he's a cleric, so they're going to try and take him down first. They do not. Igna is going to roll heavy foot versus light foot, so he needs a 6 to hit. He gets +1. He misses. Kuglaki is a heavy foot versus light foot, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry, light foot versus light foot. So she needs a 6 to hit. She misses. Stuanoi is a heavy foot. Yes, heavy foot versus light foot. 5-6 hits. 2 5s. Excellent. He manages to take those 2 of those guys down. Actually, I don't know if it spreads, but I'm going to say it spreads. So if you roll 2 5s, you can add the other 5 to someone else. So that's 2 more. There's 3 remaining. They're going to roll morale. Let's see if maybe they'll give up. That's a 7. Please hold. All right, the 7. The priests are going to hold. And back to initiative. I mean, they can't really win this fight, but they are doing everything they can. Alright, so they're going to attack the cleric again, all 3 of them. They don't have enough. They have to get, all 3 of them have to get a 6 to be able to drop them. And then Igna, it's 1+1. He's heavy foot, so it's 5-6, right? Unless I'm crazy again. Yes. 6 hits. 6. He takes down another one. There's 2 left. Kuglaki is going to roll her 2 dice. She needs a 6 to hit because she's fighting as Lightfoot. She misses again. And Stuanoi is fighting as Lightfoot as Heavyfoot, so 5-6 hits. Misses. Alright. See, let's do a morale check again. 8, they hold. Alright. Initiative. Come on, end this thing. They win again. I think they can't win this fight though, so they might just give up after this round. Or we'll just hand wave and say like, because they can't win. Actually, there's only 2 of them. So they do nothing. Right, Igna. 6 hits. Right. Is Heavyfoot. Sorry, 5-6 hits. Misses. Kuglaki rolls 2. Lightfoot versus Lightfoot, 6 hits. Misses. Stuanoi rolls 2. He's Heavyfoot versus Lightfoot, 5-6 hits. 2 6s. Decimated. Alright, those priests are out of there. Let's search the room. Alright. A little bit of fighting, a little bit of death. All good. Alright, they're going to search the room. Alright, there's a hard lock in here, but OD&D doesn't do locks, so we're going to say it's a stuck door. Take 3 of them to try and open it. Yeah, they get it open. I'm going to say on a 2 it opens because it's not a door, it's like a cabinet. Alright, so is there treasure in there? I'd say it's likely. There is. Okay, so, alright, so we are going to roll on this treasure table. So, land, desert, water, or we're going to say it's land because they're underground, so that's landish. Alright, so 25% to have copper. So 25 or lower. No copper. 30% for silver. That is 12. So 1 to 6,000 silver. 5,000 silver. Okay, that's cool. Gold, 35%. Come on, give me gold. 71, no gold. Gems and jewelry, 50%. 39, so there is 6 to 36. So 6 times 66, 6 to 36 gems and jewelry. Wow, okay. 5, 10, 15, 19. That was a 2. So 19 gems. 19 gems or jewelry. We'll roll on that table. And then 40% of any magic item. Maps or any 3 maps or magic. So 40%. Let's see if they get any maps or magic items. 79. No. Alright, so they got silver and gems. So let's roll. Oh, I have to go through 19 of them. Yeah, we'll do that later. We'll just say they've grabbed 19 gems and they'll sort it out later. Alright, well, I think that is going to be it for now. And the party is going to continue on to into this dungeon and explore it a little more. They've only been in there for about 40 minutes or so. So they can explore a little more. But for this episode, I think that's it. Great. So the party finally got into a dungeon, made a little more money. Maybe something they can bring back to Kraska. Maybe they can, if they explore the dungeon a little bit more, maybe they'll get more gold and they can level up more before they really hit this Lost City, because I have a feeling that the Lost City is going to be very big and probably pretty dangerous. That's it for me. Save a seat for me at your table.